This is huge for the New York Knicks as Mikal Bridges reminds everybody why we gave up 5 first-round picks to trade him and get him from Brooklyn. And I'm going to break it down tonight. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Dariel. Let's get right into today's video. So the Knicks, we just finished beating the Washington Wizards. And Mikal Bridges reminded everybody the type of player he is. And before I go on my Mikal Bridges rant, I get it. It's the Washington Wizards. I get it. They're an abomination to the NBA, the Washington Wizards and the Charlotte Hornets. There were times during this game where it looked completely horrible. It looked like the Wizards were giving no effort. I understand that. I think after tonight's game, I think their record is 15-55 with an 8-28 record away from their home court. The Wizards, they're just an abomination, man. It's horrible. But what we have to keep in mind, that we need Mikal Bridges to start feeling like he's a key proponent of this offense. Like he is a key figure in this offense. Because, of course, when Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, for the duration of the season, for most of the season, when they're doing their pick and roll, when they're doing their pick and pop thing, it kind of felt like Mikal Bridges was just put in the corner, where this guy was an essential piece of the Kevin Durant trade, where this guy was the number one option with the Brooklyn Nets the year before we made that trade last offseason. Like Mikal Bridges, he has these skills and abilities that would do wonders for our team, but maybe the finger should be pointed at Tibbs. To focus more on Mikal Bridges, tonight, 27 points, 10 of 20 from the field, 4 of 8 from three-point line, converting all 3 of his free throws with 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block in 38 minutes that he played. What's interesting about Mikal's game today, I gave you the box score and what he ended up with, 27 points, but 20 of those points came in the second quarter. See, these are the glimpses. These are the little highlights that we see from Mikal Bridges, why it makes us a little bit frustrated as to why you haven't been a bigger piece of this Knicks offense this season. Now, part of the blame you could put on Coach Tibbs, but me personally, I'm always gonna look at the player. Like, you know what caliber of player you are. You should be asking for the ball a little bit more. You should be a little bit more aggressive in playmaking for yourself and maybe for others. But in that second quarter, Mikal had 20. For the half, he ended with 24. He was 10 of 16 from the field, 4 of 7 from three-point line. Man, it's just so frustrating to see Mikal have all these highlights and have these glimpses of really being a good player, but we see what he's done this season. Obviously, this should have been a W from Tip. We all knew that, but it's just really comforting and it's really, really encouraging to see Mikal Bridges being able to be a key proponent in the Knicks offense. Behind Mikal Bridges, we got Cat doing his bodega Cat, 31 points with 11 rebounds, with 1 assist, 2 steals, with 1 block, 10 of 20 from the field, just like Mikal. He was 1 of 5 from three-point line, converting 10 of his 13 free throws in the 37 minutes that he played. Behind Cat, OG Anunoby with 23 points, 8 of 12 from the field, 4 of 5 from three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line with 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals in the 31 minutes that he played. A subplot from this game, very interestingly enough, Tyler Kolek played 18 minutes. He had 4 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from three-point line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, with 1 rebound, 8 assists, 3 steals. And I was gonna make the title of this video. I was gonna make the thumbnail with Tyler Kolek centered, but I gotta give some flowers to Mikal Bridges because he's been getting dog piled on for the last few weeks, starting all the way back with that Portland Trailblazers, with the whole minutes conversation that he had with Coach Tibbs. I feel like ever since then, I feel like the spotlight has really been on the Knicks. All these other like retired NBA players podcasts, like they talk about the Knicks a lot more, I'm noticing. And that's another thing. Like I'm watching these podcasts and a lot of people are picking the Detroit Pistons to upset us in the first round. So I'll talk about that in a little bit and maybe another video. But going back to Tyler Kolek, I was gonna come on here and just talk about like Coach Tibbs has finally turned the corner and he's finally trusting his rookies. But then again, it's the Washington Wizards, so I don't want to get too hyped about it. Someone else for the Knicks who had an impact on the game usually shares the bench with Tyler Kolek, but in today's game, he actually started because Deuce McBride sat out. So Cameron Payne ended the game with 13 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 3 of 8 from three-point line, converting both of his free throws, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal in the 30 minutes that he played. Most of those points came in the first half, where he had 10 points in the first half. He was 3 of 6 from the field, and he was 2 of 4 from three-point line. I'm not changing my tune on Cam Payne. I'm very worried that we are going to be depending on him come postseason. I'm just not sure exactly of. I just thought the narrative around his name is that he's an instant offensive boost off the bench. But in the more recent years, like I keep saying about Cam Payne, his stop with the Phoenix Suns, I think he was with the Milwaukee Bucks recently. Philadelphia 76ers, I think was last season. All these NBA seasons are getting really blurry in my mind. But like the narrative around his name is that he's an instant offensive boost off the bench. But then come postseason, it's like, okay, what have you done for me lately? Where is this offensive boost that basically why we signed you for? So I'm just keeping my eye on Cam Payne, but it's good to see that Cam Payne had a good game today. Now, if we're going to be honest, the Knicks should have went 3-0 within these last 3 games. The Spurs, the Hornets, and tonight's W against the Wizards. But they took the Spurs for granted, specifically in that first half, and then they dug themselves a hole too deep to climb out of. The Hornets, I think it wasn't really a lack of effort. It was just the ball just wasn't going in. And tonight we came to play and we put the Wizards away early, and yeah, we should have been 3-0. But of course, you guys know me. I gotta look at the next few upcoming games, especially without Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is probably not going to be back with the team probably for another week. But we might hear something from Shams within the next coming days. He might drop a tweet talking about that he's ramping up his therapy and he's going to be coming back sooner than later. We'll wait and see. But the next few upcoming games, Tuesday we're going to be home playing against Dallas. That should be a W. Dallas is absolutely in shambles right now. We're going to be at home against the Clippers. And then third game is we're going to be in Milwaukee. So the next 3 games, Dallas should be a win. The Clippers, that could go either way. The Milwaukee could go either way as well. We have around 12 games remaining in the season, and Jalen Brunson should be coming back with maybe 4 or 5 games remaining in the season. If he comes back with 5 games left in the season, that'll be Sunday, April 6th against Phoenix. Phoenix, Boston, Detroit, Cleveland, and Brooklyn to round out the season. But this is a good thing, man. This is a good thing that Jalen Brunson being out. Obviously, I don't want to see anybody hurt. But this gave Mikal Bridges and it gave everybody else within the offense a great opportunity just to showcase their abilities and talents. And obviously, I'm talking about Mikal Bridges. It just gave him a better opportunity to make him feel like a part of the offense. So now when Jalen Brunson comes back, and granted, Jalen Brunson, he's been watching these games. So Brunson may be seeing something watching the game that he didn't see in person. Now maybe he might be able to implement Mikal Bridges in a very specific way. So I think the games that we played without Jalen Brunson, of course, we want to see our captain out there. In my opinion, the best player on the team. But I think it's going to do wonders for us, especially going into the playoffs. Playoffs are right around the corner, man. Playoffs are right around the corner. It's looking like we're going to match up with Detroit. That's going to be a video for another time. But that's it for today's video, guys. I want to say thank you so much for checking it out. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about the Knicks' effort against the Washington Wizards. Let me know what you guys thought about Tyler Kolek getting big minutes. I think he played 12 minutes in the first half, 10 to 12 minutes in the first half. Tyler Kolek getting minutes. Let me know about Mikal Bridges' offensive explosion tonight. Talk about Cad, what he's been doing, leading us while Jalen Brunson's out. But leave it in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought. And, of course, you guys know the drill. You know the vibes. It's Queens all day. Queens get the money. Queens get the money long time, no cash. And New York forever. I'm out. Peace.